Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and I'm very happy to be with each and every one of you this evening, this Sunday evening, September 24th. And wow, September is going by so fast, isn't it? This whole year is just flying by. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, whether you're watching this show live or in archives, thank you so much for watching, for taking time and sitting in sacred circle with each and every one of us. Because it doesn't matter whether you're watching it live or in archives. The space has been reserved for you. The universe knows who's going to watch, who's going to participate, and that space of healing, of divine giving and receiving has already been set for you. So enjoy this 1 hour of divine love and healing. And it's I'm going to be quite honest with you. I not feeling 100% and was even questionable with, well, do I have my show this evening? But you know what? I had to take myself out of it myself, because I was like, I know what my mission is, and I'm here to serve without sacrifice, without martyrship, without anything like that. It's not sacrificing. All right. It's, I need to be on this platform. I need to allow the divine to come through and to give messages for those that needs to hear it. And so I don't mind doing that. And I also have been taking care of myself all day to prepare for this. So it's things that we need to do, to take care of ourselves. We need to listen to that and make sure that we do it. And when we push, and no, I can do this. And it's just, who are we proving this to? I personally have a high threshold of pain, but that doesn't mean that I should ignore my body. That doesn't mean that I have to push through. Who do I have to prove that to? Is it myself, my mind? Do I appear weak if I'm not at a particular place at a particular time, or if I'm not, just pushing through to accommodate a schedule of some sort? And so that's a lot of things to think about and to absorb and contemplate or feel, in the moments when your angels and guides are telling you, take time out. And it is very, very important to do so. If we don't take that time out, Spirit will put us down. And I had actually pulled a muscle, and I did some pinched some nerves too. Friday was a very busy day for me. I mean, up and just, I got a full day of things to do I wanted to get done, because I had a busy weekend planned as well. So I was like, if I could get everything done on Friday, that would be great. It would make the busy Saturday and Sunday go so much smoother for me. And well, wouldn't you know, I guess I overdid it on Friday, and I must have pulled something. And so by Friday evening, I was telling my husband, what, my shoulder kind of hurts. And Friday night into the wee mornings of Saturday, I kept, oh my gosh, my shoulder really, really hurts. And the pain woke me up. Oh, I wanted to say something. Hello, everyone. And this is my sister. Hey, Amy, my little sister. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I love you. All right. So, I had this intense pain wake me up. And then Saturday, I had to redo my whole weekend. And I knew this come Saturday morning when I was just in such pain from the back of the shoulder to the front. And then that was the muscular, and then I could feel the nerves shooting up even into my jaw. And I was like, oh yeah, this isn't good. Okay, so now I have to redo my whole busy weekend. And I have to make some cancellations. And that's okay. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to allow this time for ourselves to heal and to rest. And it took a long time for me to realize that rest is very, very necessary. Rest is very much needed for our bodies to be able to heal itself. We've got to help the body to heal. And so, and then of course, you know, that old saying, healer, heal thyself. We have to heal ourselves before we can even attempt to help anyone else. And all of us are naturally healers and intuitives, and we all have these abilities, whether, you know, you want to call them different things, whether it's the gut feeling, whether it's, you know, we have that mom intuition, that mom telepathy with our kids, and we all have it. We all have this divine network. We really do. We're all plugged in. And so it's just how we want to interact and connect with each other and with that. So this has been a very powerful weekend for me, one of rest, one of slow. And I did scan myself, my body. I know that I'm not a fan of hospitals and emergency rooms, but I'm also will go if I really need to. And this has taken a lot of training when I say this, all right? And I'm not in some disillusional land, but I scanned my body, and I know, I mean, I can feel right now the inflammation. I can feel the heat. And so I work on myself, give myself some healing. I call in the divine angels. The healing angels have been working on me overnight. I feel them. And then when I rest and I allow them to come in and to work. And it's beautiful because I can tell, I can feel it, but I also get visual validation because we have 2 dogs that, you know, love to cuddle, and one that will sleep on the bed with us. And so overnight, the one that loves to cuddle in the bed will just kind of stay away a little bit. It's like they know when you are I'm getting some healing from healing angels, and they absolutely do contribute too. Our pets help us. And so Ty, the male who sleeps on the bed with us, will be at my feet. And so it's like he's guarding my feet and taking care of healing through the feet while the healing angels work. And I ask them, and I have a female shaman guide who, when she works on me, it's just beautiful to watch that, to experience it. I see her, she has a wooden bowl with herbs and oils, and she's always, you know, like working on me. And then the healing angels. I mean, it is truly a tribal event, because you have your community, your healing community that's helping you. And it's beautiful. So they're like, no, you don't need to go anywhere. All they're going to do is just pump you up full of pain meds, which you don't need right now. And so you know what to do for pain. And so I do. So fever is good. Really, it's our way, it's our body's furnace of releasing. And so up to a certain temperature, then, you know, you do have to be careful. But just, you know, to have the fever and I can feel it and it's burning off, and I help it. Absolutely I do. By, you know, let me dress a little warmer so that I'm sweating it out. And if the fever gets too hot and too unbearable, you know, you can use lemon essential oil with a little bit of carrier oil. So like I put 3 drops of lemon essential oil in the palm of my hand, and then three drops of a carrier oil, whether it's almond oil or any carrier oil that you like. Rub it like this, and then just rub it on the bottom of your left foot. Left. You only need to do one foot. rub that lemon oil and carrot oil on the bottom of your left foot, and you know what? It breaks your fever within 5 minutes. It really works. Try it. I've done it for myself. I've done it for others, done it for kids, for the little kids, and it really, really works. And so when you just can't take that burning off feeling, it helps to take care and balance that fire that we have inside of us. All right. And so it's good. We need it. Sometimes it goes a little overboard, right? So, and another thing that I do, and I'll show you in just one moment. Let me. I'm drinking some coffee, actually. Fight fire with fire. Something hot when you're hot. It really works. All right. Another thing that I do is I take a natural anti-inflammatory, curcumin. All right. Most of you have heard it contains the active ingredient, of turmeric. Most of you have heard about turmeric, right? This is curcumin, BP, which means black pepper. I'm trying to get the glare off of this. But this is from Nature's Sunshine, and I am an independent a distributor for Nature's Sunshine products. Yes, that's number 2. Number 1 is I'm a big customer of them as well. I use their products, so I know what works and doesn't work. I don't use them all because there's so much. There's so many. There's so many products that they have. But the curcumin BP, I do take natural inflammatory, and I'm going to go over this with you just quickly because you can check this out too. Is curcumin with BP, which is black pepper. And the black pepper is to enhance curcumin's naturally poor bioavailability. All right. So I even tell people that if they just want to get the herbs, turmeric, to add some black pepper to it, turmeric and black pepper, and consume it in the food, that's fine. But you need a lot of it in order to get this amount into your body. All right. Now, curcumin is more easily absorbed when taken with fats and can be taken with super omega-3 EPA or any other fats for better assimilation. I'm talking the healthy fats. All right. So the healthy fats help a lot of the supplements, vitamins, and herbs to absorb into your body so much better. Now, the natural dose, or the recommended daily dose for curcumin, is 2 capsules a day. You could take 1 in the morning, 1 at night. However, there is a pain management dose that you could take. The pain management dose, and I'm on it. I've tried it. I've tried it during, if you have painful menstrual cycles or just anytime you're in pain. It's 2 capsules 3 times a day for 8 weeks straight. So when you need some type of pain management, it's going to take a little bit longer, especially with muscles and nerves, where it's going to take a little time. And it's to help absorb into your body. Any natural thing is going to take about 6 weeks to really feel effect. That's the one disadvantage I think some people have, whether they're taking something natural, is they want that immediate reaction like they get from over-the-counter or pharmaceuticals. But that's false illusion of something working. But herbs, you got to let it build in your system. So 8 weeks on this pain dose. And this is people that have chronic pain too. But I knew that the sharp pain was going to move to a dull pain, which it has today. So I am taking the maximum 6 capsules a day, 2-3 times a day. And it really does help, because I used to, years and years ago, for a very long time, from my early 20s to, so for a long time, I don't give away my age. For about 25, 30 years, I suffered from migraines. And I mean, 25, more like 25. 25 years, I suffered from migraines, from intense pain all the time. And I have to tell you, I would take handfuls of I'll just say the name of Advil. I, would take of ibuprofen, handfuls of ibuprofen to kill the pain, just to stop the pain, But you know what it did in the process is I already had IBS to begin with. Is that these types of things, the ibuprofens and all of that, it really hurts your intestinal flora. It hurts your immune system in your gut. So you're really hurting yourself for that pain relief. It's like there's there's a price to pay for that, isn't there? And I do like to give interactions for curcumin. Any interactions, if you're on blood thinners, please don't take this with the blood thinners. Or if you're on any kind of stomach acid, whether it's over the counter or medication, like Pepcid or Tagament. Again, with any type of ibuprofen, the Advil, the Motrin, etc. And so the blood thinners such as the Warfarin, Coumadin, and etc. Even aspirin. You're not supposed to. Don't take this. But if you're not on any medication, you're okay. You're good to go. But just always check. Especially with something that's an anti-inflammatory, how it's going to react with your prescription medication. So I always like to say that it's very important. We got to be careful with this too, and not be irresponsible. And so I always like to do that. Make sure you check with your doctor if you're on any prescriptions on medication. All right. And so I'm just going to put my website here. I have a lot of information on my website. If you needed any more information, like on Nature Sunshine, I also am into now the CBD hemp oil. So any information you need, you can start with this website. It is whitesagewoman.com. And I'll put that up on the screen in a few moments. Let that go ahead and take. Here it is. Here's my website. For those of you who are watching live or is going to watch in the replay, I have that up now. whitesagewoman.com. Just go to my website. A lot of information out there. I like to try to share that information with everybody, and I really do. Oh, hello, Rachel. Happy Sunday to you too. Beautiful. Thanks for tuning in. Yay. And if you don't mind, those who are watching live, if you could like, comment, and share, I would really appreciate that. And if you would like to ask a question in the comments, please feel free to do so, and I'll answer those as well. I like to every week, and I didn't have a show last week because I actually went to CBD hemp oil tasting party to try it myself. Woo! Yeah, I made a video on my first experience. I'm so excited because I get my order in tomorrow, and so I'll be able to start using it on a daily basis. And I said I will do a video each week with each week experience. I did for my first experience, just the tasting, and what a difference after 20 minutes. I can notice a difference in one dose. So I'm excited to get started and to be on it for a week, and I'll give you all an update after a week. I'll give you another update, a video update after 2 weeks. I'll just let you know, how I'm doing. All right, so excited about that. All right, so what I also do every week is a crystal gemstone message. And the crystal and gemstone message for this week is hematite. It's not surprising. All right, hematite. Those of you who maybe aren't familiar with hematite, you could do a search engine, look for it, see what it is. But there's a lot of us who know exactly what it is, and it's very powerful. Any of the black gemstones are very powerful for grounding, for protection. But hematite, I really is one of my must-have on a daily basis. If you have like a bowl of gemstones or crystals that you keep around, and you might want to put some smaller ones in your pocket, carry with you, or have it in jewelry, however you want to do it. The benefits of hematite, all right, is that it energizes your physical body and it helps to detoxify negative space and draw in positive energy so that it restores balance. Because when you're adding positive to negative, you want balance. Balance is the ultimate key here. Even if you're too positive, you've got to add a little negative to get balance. Does that sound crazy? But it's true. Think about this. When you go outside and the sun's really shining, what do you put on? Shades. You put on sunglasses, don't you? Which are dark, negative, but it creates the balance so that you can see without being blinded by the light. All right. So too much of either one is not good. The ultimate goal here is balance. Balance, balance, balance. All right. So, hematite, check that out. They have great pieces. They even have, which is really fun, magnetic hematite. I forgot to grab it and bring it over here. It's fun to play with when you're sitting there watching TV or you just want, just hold it and then you can make little shapes out of them. It's really cool. For those that can't sit still and need something to do. Yeah, that's me. All right, I can admit it. So now we also give the spirit animal totem, excuse me, your spirit power animal. And that could be or your totem message. And I love the animals that come through every week. And this week was brown pelican. Brown pelican. I didn't even know there was. I knew there was a pelican. I didn't know there was a brown pelican. So the spirit animal for this week is a brown pelican. And the message that the brown pelican has brought to us is the proper use of abundance. Are we using abundance properly? Is the giving and receiving balanced? Here's that word again, balance. Is the giving and receiving balanced? Balance, 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 right? Okay. Control of ego, or actually it's the command of ego. Ego's not bad. It just needs to know its role, needs to know its place, right? And not be so dominating. The ability to float through emotions. We could feel the emotions, but don't be pulled down by them and don't stay in them too long. And I'll give you an example of that in a moment. And the ability to return from the edge of extinction. Ooh, yeah, awesome. All right, so to float through emotions. Sometimes when you don't feel very well, like today, or this weekend, like I said, I'm trying to recover, pamper myself, and just get through my healing process with my recent little injury here. So then, when you're, and this is why a lot of people don't like to rest, because when you rest, you're forced to deal with thoughts that flood in with it. Now I have to deal with this stuff that I really don't want to deal with, but you need to deal with it anyway. And so it's, I'm going to go on social media and read posts that can upset you. Get off of that. Just immediately stop. If you realize that you're that sensitive, you need to let's just get off of there. And so I don't turn the TV on. And enough with the social media. I use it for a lot of marketing, but I wasn't going to let anything really get to me. And then and then it was, somebody had told me, hey, so-and-so said something about you. And I was like, I really don't care. This is my response. And whatever, peace and love to everyone. But just know this, that someone that's going to talk about somebody behind their back to somebody else, that same person, like if there was somebody who was always complaining to me about other people, guaranteed that same person's talking about me to other people. So I'm like, oh, I'm not subscribing to that drama. I don't care what is said, whatever. I don't need it. And then it was so interesting because in that stillness of I'm not owning it, I'm floating over it, my angels and guides said, it's really none of your business what anybody else says or thinks about you. Huh? Then I had to stop and think about that for a moment and go, you know what? You're absolutely right. It's not. You may think, but it's about me. It doesn't matter what someone else thinks or says about you. Really is none of your business. It's none of our business. So I don't care. And here's the thing. Sometimes we care so much that we have to say, I don't care, just to help balance that out. But it's almost like, I'm not going to be bothered by it. I'm not going to be bothered by it. Whatever, So if someone thinks that I'm just making excuses and I'm not really sick or I'm not this or not that, or I'm not having a bad, because I don't put my life on social media. Facebook is not a journal, people. So then, well, I didn't know you were feeling this particular way. I'm sorry. Do I have to check in with you every day? No, I don't think so. But the thing is that, you know what? I'm letting it all go. Floating over the emotions. Floating over the emotions. Just let it go. Whatever. So that's what I mean by that. And, okay, let me, Okay, yeah. All right, here's another message. I see you, Amala. All right, so I'm going to show this question I'm going to answer. So thank you, Amala. And everyone, I encourage you, please share. Ask questions, share. I love it. All right, so here we go from Amala. I love you. A quick question. I met somebody interesting today. Do you have any insight? Is he somebody I could potentially date and test the waters? Any feedback would be great. Okay. So, Amla, beautiful, beautiful Amla. Amla is beautiful, beautiful soul. She really is. And so what I want to ask you and soul search right back to you. I do see you in a happy, successful partnership with someone that it's a dating, because there's many types of partnerships. And I feel that you haven't settled into your circle of constant friends yet. You haven't you're still wading through, I see like a bunch of different energetic circles, right? You're still wading through, trying to connect and find your right circle. And so you're connecting with spiritual friends, and in those connections, yes, is where you will meet somebody that you will date. How about that? That you will date. And because this is the time where we are meeting our soul families at a fast rate, and a much, much faster rate. We are, and we can come into, like with our families, sometimes the families that we're born with, a lot of times we're with them through many, many lifetimes, believe it or not. Really? They're my soul family? Why the heck did I choose them? It's because we did just deal with it. But it's the soul families is not just our physical family. It is very, very deep spiritually. It's energy. It's people energetically that we connect with. If you ever met somebody that you're like, wow, we must have been sisters in a past life because I feel really close to you. Or we must have had a different type of connection in the past because I really feel that with you. It's almost like that your energy picks up where you left off. So yes, quick question. I met somebody interesting today. I feel this person that you met today is, and what the angels and guides are saying is that this is a person that you want to, and this is the fall time frame. Fall time frame. Yeah, is what I keep hearing, that you would meet the person. Now, I also may have seen, I think I told you last year, fall time. Sometimes I see a year or two out. All right. So this is the year, and I'm still feeling like October is going to be real significant. If it's not with this person, then it's with somebody else. But this person does have a very beneficial connection to maintain. All right. So it's whether it's just a friendship, but it's just somebody that's going to, you two need to be together on, whether it's just a friendship level, because we have missions to do. So it's to help with our spiritual jobs, so to speak. Okay. So this person is important. Whether that person takes a friendship role or not, you'll really see in October. I keep hearing October is just a very beneficial month for you, as far as realizing whether it's somebody new or somebody within your newly established circle, or somebody brand new coming in. And so, because what I see is your circle still, the lights are still going off as you're meeting people. And so the partner person, it's kind of like flickering. So I have to kind of wait and see if this person is the one. But I know that this person, what they're saying, all I'm getting is that person you met today, it's going to be beneficial, whether it's just a friend or not. All right. So just keep going through life, one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, and just keep going and keep being that love and light that you are, Alma, because that is returned back to you. All right. So I hope that helps with you, and thank you so much. All right, Rachel, I try to post happy stuff. I want positive energy, like pictures of my nephew or recipes, and I put love into my cooking. You know, I'm really glad you brought that up. I love it, Rachel. And your nephew is adorable. I love those pictures that you post. They make my day when I see you two together. It's so cute. They really are. They just, that little makes me giggle, because anyone that spent time with a baby knows exactly what I'm talking about. You don't need to put words. It's just a beautiful feeling. And so that's good. Try to keep the posts absolutely upbeat, happy, positive, balanced. Really just try to, just try to do that. Absolutely so. And I put love into my cooking. My dad used to do that too. I call my bonus dad. I was lucky. I had two dads, biological dad, but my bonus dad raised me. And me and my brother. And then, of course, his 4 kids he brought into the marriage, too. Yeah, there was 6 of us. The Foster bunch. But anyway, he wouldn't let anyone be in the kitchen with him when he was cooking. And he'd always, you're messing up the chi. You're messing up the energy of the food. And then I realized that he loved to cook Oriental Asian type of recipes and menus. And he had shared with me once that he was in the kitchen and he would watch in the kitchen. Now, I don't know if he worked there or if he was a route salesman or if he just delivered something and sat there, stood there and watched in these Asian kitchens. And he would even say to me too, because, when I was young and just so wound up, and I know it's hard to believe I was a bundle of energy and was just talkative. And so he'd go in the kitchen. He's like, no. Take the energy out of here. Everyone out. And that's what he was doing. When you put love into that cooking, that is felt and absorbed in everyone who eats your cooking. It is true. Absolutely, it is felt. And I couldn't come, we couldn't even come to the dinner table without checking ourselves first. because my dad took a fork and he would smack you on the head with it. Check yourself. That's what that meant, and that's all he had to do, and we shaped up. So funny. Okay, thanks for the feedback, Amla. That's right on your tribe, your soul family, your tribe. That's what you're doing. So you're meeting your soul tribe, and that circle is getting stronger, and that's what you need. We need that, because if we don't, we feel like we're walking on alone, or we're stuck on a deserted island all by ourselves. Help me. Okay, so let me read. Okay, so yes, flowing through life. Thank you so much for your truth regarding keeping your emotions in check. Absolutely. And I'm channeling these messages. I don't own it. All right. It's from, the divine source, from the angels, guides, high vibrational beings. And wonderful reminder not to let people's opinions obstruct your vitality. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Exactly. And it was a great reminder. But had I heard, my question was, would I had heard that message today if I was off doing the plans that I had for this weekend? If I was off doing what I was going to do, would I had heard this? Would I had appreciated as much as I did when I'm sitting down? Trying not to think about me and my pain so much. I'm aware of it, but I'm not going to woe is me either. All right. I've worked very hard on the healing of myself and moving from victim to valor. I am victorious in my healing. And we say that every day, because it's got to start with baby steps. It really, really does. You've got to just take those steps in the right direction, right? So thank you, everyone. I love the comments. You can keep them coming. And I love the sharing. It's absolutely beautiful. I love each and every one of you. And even those that might be too shy to comment, that's okay. Find your voice, which, by the way, this is the next thing I wanted to share with you, too. I pulled a DNA activation card. Ooh, Tiffany, tell us more about that. And that's what I'm going to tell you about. DNA activation cards. Have you heard of them? If not, I'm going to tell you about it now. Woohoo! DNA activation cards. It's created by Jean Adrian. And there's 142 DNA activation cards. This is her card deck. It's created. I'm just showing you the thickness of it. All right. And yeah. All right. So she has several decks, and this is my favorite, the DNA activation cards. Now, Jean Adrian does have a show on Goldylocks Productions Network, and her radio show is tomorrow, Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to check that out if you want to experience her. And she does it's Interspeak Soul Adventures. All right. But anyway, so they all have beautiful symbols. So here's the one I pulled for all of us right here. This represents voice. You bring your thoughts into form through your beautiful voice. This strand of DNA opens your throat and connects it to the heart so that your song can be heard and the hearts of all. Isn't that beautiful? Your soul sound, your soul signature, it's a sound. In the divine music, the divine song of life, each of us have that note, that sound, and we add to it. But our voice is important. We have to make sure that we honor our physical body. We know we're starseeds. We a lot of us are like, I want to be done with my mission. I want to get out of this physical body that's so limiting and get back to my light body. Hold on. The key here, though, is to respect and be grateful for your physical body, for your earth suit. All right? Because when we do that, we're also honoring the Mother Earth with whom we came from. We're living off of her. All right? So, yes, we're star seeds. You understand what that means? Seeds. We were seeded onto this earth. Where did we grow? Out of the earth's womb. The earth has taken care of us. Mother Earth has taken care of us for so long. All right? So, by honoring the physical, all right, is make sure we're grounded and finding our voice, which is very important because a lot of intuitives and empaths, and we remember how to speak telepathically, and we want to bypass our vocal cords, and we want to just speak telepathically. That's all we want to do. And we shouldn't do that. We are missing key components of the ascension if we are not taking care of our foundation, which is grounding, which is the human body. How can you build successfully on a foundation that has not been set? Right? All right. Oh, good. Another question. I love these questions. All right. So I get from Rachel. I never get mediumship messages for myself. Do I have any family or friends that want to say, wait a minute, did it cut the message off? That wanted to say something, that have a message for you. Okay. Rachel, you have a lot of people around you. It's a lot. It's just, I don't have one particular person stepping forward right now. That's really good that I don't get the mediumship ones that I get. This is interesting. Okay. I didn't used to for myself either. And again, when we take that time I was trying too hard. I wanted conversations like I'm having with you. And I wanted to hear from my mom. She crossed over in 1990. Do you know it took about 15 years for her to come to me? But she was always coming to me. But I missed it because I wanted this, hello, I'm here, feel my hug. I wanted that physical, definite, blow me off my feet, messages from her. And they were subtle. They were beautiful. They were soft. Now, here's something is every time we have a memory suddenly of a loved one, do you know they're standing right next to us? They're in our aura, and they're giving us a hint. The best way they know how to, that they're right there, is by activating our memory, access this memory. They're so close to us in our aura, and tink. So when you're automatically out of the blue thinking about someone, whether it's a thought, whether it's a smell that reminds you of a perfume or a food that's cooked or just anything, guess what? They are already there right beside you. And it's usually very gentle messages of I love you, I support you, I'm proud of you. And yes, we all want this blow my mind away message from our loved ones, but I have to tell you this, it happens very, very few times, and it's usually if there's some kind of, if the family's in the midst of some sort of trauma, then the loved ones will come through and give some very powerful messages. Okay. And if there's other reasons that they need to come forward really strong, then of course that they do. All right. But we have to also recognize the very subtle love notes. And to them, they've only been gone. Okay. Our whole lifetime on this earth plane to them, because remember, time is an illusion. We're only gone for like 2 days. 2 days. That's it. So here it's been years and years and years, and we're looking for this message to fill the gap in of the time that they've been gone. And to them, it's just, you just left. I love you too. What's going on? I mean, they know, but it's kind of like, it's going to be okay. You're going to be home tomorrow. To then, we'll be reunited tomorrow, even though it could be years and years down the road. But so it's kind of like, we're like how they joke pets, that pets have no sense of time and that you can leave and come right back in. And they're like, oh my gosh, you've been gone for so long. That's like us, we're like the dogs, it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see you. And they're like, we just left. It's good. What happened just in that short time? So it's funny, it's comical. I've always connected with the angelic realm, so I always talk with angels and with higher spiritual beings and light beings. And so, and then to kind of, all right, now my guides, and when I stopped trying so hard, and that was the same thing with their loved ones when you try so hard, but they've let me know that, you know what, like I said, if there's triggers a memory, guess what? We're right there. And in another beautiful way, it can be through song, it can be, words. And I've had it happen so many different ways. I'm getting in the car, I turn on the radio and I hear a song. And it takes me back to maybe a person I was thinking about or a situation I was thinking about just that morning. You see how it all ties in? It's beautiful. Or you see a billboard, there's a message. And you see it again, whether it's in a license plate or, just there's always messages if we're paying attention. All right. Whether it's license plate, billboard, trucks are always, they're moving billboards, what's written on the side or the back of it. And it's like, wow, you know what? And sometimes the messages will repeat about 3 times, just to, here we are. It's repeated 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There you go. All right. So in private one-on-one, Rachel, we could probably get some really deep mediumship messages. But for right now, I'm not having anyone prominent stepping forward with a specific message for you. But I'm glad that you asked that, because we can. Again, we have to take ourselves out of the situation in dealing with trying to connect. All right. And here's something interesting that was revealed to me too. Is the veil. Some people say, oh, the veil is the thinnest, at this time of the year, at Halloween time, so at specific times. Well, do you know that the veil thickness is different for each person? You see, those that are intuitive or that do connect to the other side daily, the veil is very thin for them, for those that can. For those that don't, it's thick. It's kind of like they're okay. They're okay with it. But do you know that veil, so it's part of our amnesia, right? But it's also to protect the upper vibrations from such low, unbalanced energies. So pat yourself on the back. We're able to have these communications because you can only peek through if you're balanced and if you put yourself out of the situation. And that's what I had to do. I had to stop I really did. Woe is me. My mom died when I was pregnant with she crossed over. She, I never like to say like that's the end. And I never said I lost my mom because I knew where she went. I knew where she was. I knew where she went. I knew exactly where she is. I know where she isn't, so I didn't lose her. I knew her mission was done, but I fell into that victim. Woe is me. I was pregnant with the first grandchild, and she crossed over when I was pregnant with him. And then 15 months later, I had another one. So I had these 2 kids. No mom. She was the only child, no aunts. All right. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm all by myself. All these excuses we could tell ourselves. Oh my goodness, my husband's active military. I felt like a single parent with 2 kids because he was always gone. And stop. And I'm like, I really need to hear from my mom. What I needed to do was to find that inner peace and calmness because she was around. I still have the pictures I took of the boys when they were young, and there's this streak of light. And I know it was my mom. That's my mom right there with them. She's always with us. Well, not always. She's got other things to do, but she touches in a lot. But we don't see that when we're so wrapped up in ourselves, is what I'm trying to say. All right. And that's why we need to step outside of that, get that bird's eye view, because we're so stuck in one little area that it's also a way that I get calm very quickly and pull myself out of the situation, actually, is that I get onto my dragon's back, and my dragon and we fly up. And on the way of flying up in ascension and flying up, I see my favorite, the ravens and the crows and the eagle and the hawks. And we're off, they're flying around us. And as I go up, then you look down. And, you see more when you're outside that one spot that you were in, right? You can see what's all around. You can see everything. And so that's what helps me to get calm and in that peaceful state immediately is remove myself. It's not about me. I am just a speck in this whole existence. And an important speck. We all are very important. But I've got to remove myself out of the situation. And I actually do start to feel better and start to laugh about maybe how silly I was getting all wound up over nothing, really. Yes, I feel very, oh yeah, absolutely, Rachel. And I'm going to brag about you to everyone. Rachel is a very gifted intuitive. Rachel does have her own website too. Don't you, Rachel? And so I'm trying to remember what it's Reverend Rachel Simons.com. Just look up RachelSimons.com. I do believe you'll find her website. She is very powerful, intuitive, and healer herself. And it's beautiful because we have grown together. I've known her for, Rachel, my goodness. Wow, 4 to 5 years, right? It's been like 4 or 5 years now. And we've grown together. We've just blossomed and opened up, and like that lotus that's just opening up, most definitely. And we're opening up, and it's beautiful when we're all on this ride together. Even Alma, I've known you for several years, and it's all of us. We're all in this together. It's a partnership to help each other. And this is how it works. We're not here to be selfish. We're here to help establish these circles of our soul families and tribes, and together with all these circles, and we just help ascend, humanity ascend. You gave me my first reading. I didn't know that was your first reading, or maybe I forgot, because it's been a long time. And, because we're channeling, I don't even remember what I told you. That was a while ago. But no, you know what I do tell you one thing. They're telling me now, they're reminding me. Thank you. Angels and guides are saying, Rachel, you could do this. Get to work, young lady. Yeah. And you've listened, and you're doing it. And she's got more and more clients. This is great. Have faith in yourself. Trust and believe in yourself. And it works. And absolutely. So, and yeah, that's beautiful. And when you are doing this, giving these intuitive messages, and you're making sure you're balanced, and someone unbalanced sits in front of you, you can say, I need you to take the wall down. I need you to open up so I can give you messages. As if they don't open up, you don't have to proceed. It's very important. And a great idea that was given to me, not just to me, but to the viewers, Betty Jane Ware, who has the Connecting With show on Tuesday evenings at 8 p.m. It's radio and TV like this. And you can watch it right here on Goldylocks Productions page. She had mentioned that if you're giving a reading, and what helps distract people to bring their shield down a little bit more is to always make sure you have like a crystal ball and have them hold it, because they're then so intrigued by this crystal and just the power of crystals. Woo! They're intrigued by this crystal ball and they're holding it, that their shield's down and you can read for them. All right. What it does too is it helps protect you. Out of all the years I've been giving readings, I think I've only turned 3 people away. 3. And it was absolutely, they did not have any intention of bringing down the shield. Somebody else brought them for a reading and paid for the reading, because they would never pay for a reading. Somebody else brought them. They really didn't believe in any of this. Why even waste your time? And it's okay to say no. We have to protect ourselves and our energies. And there you go. That's what we have to do, right? So, wow, where has the time gone? All right, so one more thing I would like to share with you is talking about healthy fats and the absorption. I was looking over, and I like to hold things up to show you. I've recently come across this. I have been, for 2 weeks now, I've been consuming the Bulletproof coffee. I've tried it. It's really good. It's putting that healthy fat, and I have lost weight in the process, because the healthy fat helps eliminate any of that bad fat, helps to flush it, get it out. All right. So look up the recipe. I can tell you right now too, Bulletproof coffee. I think it's called by a lot of different things. Keto coffee. I think keto fans jumped on it, but I first came out, it was Bulletproof coffee. All right. So what's Bulletproof coffee, Tiffany? So it's the coffee that you like to drink. All right. You brew that, and then you have to put it in a blender. All right. Is 2 tablespoons of grass-fed butter. Yes, butter. And I like to use the Kerrygold. All right, the Kerrygold butter. If you can only find it, now Kerrygold comes in sticks, but where I get it, they don't have the stick. They have like the tub, the soft spread kind. So you just take, your measuring spoons, tablespoons, and you just put 2 tablespoons into the blender. And then the other ingredient you add is MCT oil. All right, and I get this off Amazon. MCT oil. And you put this in coffees and shakes. But anyway, you put 1 tablespoon. 90 Make sure it's always more of the butter. 2 tablespoons of the grass-fed butter, 1 tablespoon of the MCT oil. And then I put the coffee, the fresh brewed coffee, right in there. And you have to use a mixer of some sort, or like one of those little stir sticks, power sticks, to emulsify it. Because if you just can't stir it with a spoon, because it won't ever bond, it won't ever join, because the oil from the butter will just stay on top, right? So it's not good to stir it by spoon. You have to put it in some sort of blender or a mixer and blend all that up really good. It's going to turn a golden blonde color because of the butter. Then you just pour it in your coffee, and you can drink it just like that if you're used to. I actually do put in some dairy, just a little bit, because I'm used to drinking my coffee with cream. So you can put a little bit of cream in there. You can sprinkle with nutmeg if you like that, or you can sprinkle it with cinnamon. And I have 1 cup a day. I have it in the morning time. And I do have a green shake as well. So I have my coffee, my green shake, and I have energy till like 2 o'clock. Then I'm like, oh, I think I'm ready to eat some lunch now. Maybe I want a salad or something. But the point I'm getting at is that there's none of this. If you eat something or you don't have breakfast or you eat something that's not very filling, you're going to be hungry come noontime, maybe even earlier. So this gives the energy, gives the healthy fat, and stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. I'll give you that. So just there you go. There's some more healthy fats to help your vitamins and supplements and herbs to absorb. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. It was so fun, and look, the time is just flown by, hasn't it? And so thank you, each and everyone, for sitting in Sacred Circle with me this evening. And whether you're watching live or in archives, we're all together giving and receiving healing, love, and light. And may the obstacles to your flight be few and the blessings along your journey be many. Namaste, everyone. Many blessings. If you need to contact me, whitesagewoman.com. Thank you so much. Each and every one of you, I love each and every one of you. Blessings always.